All right, this is Windex Dissolve Concentrated Pod. This is the starter kit. This is something new that Windex has come out with, and I'm going to show you how to use this. Now, the purpose of this is that they use 94% less plastic, which is good for the environment, good for the soul, because you're not wasting a lot. And it says 94% less plastic with every refill. And you can see this is the pod that you are going to be applying to this. But we're going to go over this, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on this so you can see how it's done. See how you can save the planet by saving 94% less plastic than you normally would. Now, just like the regular Windex, this is a glass cleaner, except for this is a starter kit with one reusable bottle, one concentrated pod, and it makes one 26 fluid ounce bottle of cleaner. So you can go ahead and get started with cleaning your glass and surfaces. If you like to clean other things with Windex, you can go ahead and get started with that. Now, the instructions are on the side. It says how to use. You simply take the pod, drop the pod into the empty bottle, which I'm going to show you in a second once I pull the bottle out. It says fill the bottle as indicated with warm water. Important that you fill it with warm water because this allows the pod to dissolve and be ready to use. Okay, so once it dissolves, to dissolve it, you twist on the sprayer. Okay, twist the sprayer and shake as pod dissolves. Okay, twist on the sprayer and shake as the pod dissolves. And then you go ahead and clean as usual. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. Now, before you actually use this, it's important that you read the instructions yourself so you know how to do it yourself. Now, with this, it says to prepare, you cut one refill pouch across the dotted line and remove the pod with dry hands. Important that your hands are dry. Be careful not to cut or tear the pod. Okay. Place the entire pod into the spray bottle. Slowly fill the bottle with 26 ounces of warm tap water. So this is tap water that I've filled up in the bottle that I have before you right here, and I'm going to be using this as my warm water. Okay, so it's warm tap water in there. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and read. It says insert. Slowly fill the bottle until 26 ounces of with 26 ounces of warm tap water. Insert the sprayer into the bottle and twist to tighten. Shake to help dissolve the pod. Any visible pod particles will dissolve over time. Your product is now ready to clean surfaces. And of course, you use this similar to regular Windex that you would buy. It's important that you read some of the warnings and dangers associated with this product so you can use it safely. I'm not going to read those, but read them yourselves and abide by all the instructions and warnings that the manufacturer has to offer you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And it says I'm supposed to cut this to pull out the pod, which I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to go ahead and look at the bottle. Here is the bottle that you're going to be using, and here is the sprayer. Just looks like a regular water bottle, but it has Windex Dissolve on it. All right, so I'm going to be using 20. I'm going to use 94% less plastic. It says open this up without tearing the package or the pod. Which I'm trying to do right now with my scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Important that you not tear the pod in this process. So I'm going to pull this out with my dry hands, and this is the Windex. It's important that you place this in here. Read the warnings about this product before you use it. I'm just going to go ahead and drop this in. It's in there. And then I'm going to pour in the warm tap water inside of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going right here. Be careful, pour it in there. Pour it in slowly. So you can see the pod down at the bottom of this. Slowly pouring it in. The pod is yet to dissolve, but I'm going to get the 26 ounces of fluid, warm tap water in there. All right, so poured it all the way in there, 26 ounces. Leave a little bit of air room so it can actually shake right. And I'm going to go ahead and twist the cap to make sure it's secure. And once it's secure, you can see the pod in there. It looks like it's slowly dissolving, as you can see some of the Windex actually leaking from the pod. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and twist this, shake this, and you can see that the pod is dissolving and the water is becoming bluer by the second. Now it says you're supposed to shake this until it dissolves, but it says you may see some parts of the pod still in there, and that will eventually dissolve over time. So as you can look right here, it looks like some sort of jellyfish right now. It looks like the entire pod, the fluid that was inside of the pod, has now left the pod and is inside of the water right here. And so it's a solution right here. It looks like it has all dissolved. There may be a little bit of the actual packaging that the pot was in, maybe floating at the top. But I'm just going to go ahead and look at the nozzle. And the nozzle says stop if I twist it. And it is ready to spray. Let me see if I twist the other side. So one side, I don't know if you can see it, is a stream-like spray. Another one disperses it to a wider area. So I'm going to use that, the wider area, and I'm going to prime it. And Windex came out. I'm going to go ahead and use cloth. It smells like Windex. And it definitely cleans like Windex. So this is the Windex Dissolve glass cleaner, which I save 94% of plastic by using this every single time. Works well, easy to use. Just drop the pod in there and it dissolves. And now I have Windex that I can use on my glass and other surfaces that I use Windex on to get it clean. I hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.